Hello and welcome to another episode of Ashaya Day Trip Productions. Today is a lazy Sunday on June 15th, 2026. It's been a little bit since I did my last video, so I want to kind of give an update on a little bit of what I've been up to and some of, one of my recent purchases. Over here I have a Concord Urbanfold Ebike that I have purchased from Walmart. I guess it's probably been about 3 weeks ago now. Had some issues with it when I first got it from Walmart, and it was missing a few items. So I had to reach out to the customer service for this brand, Concord Urbanfold Ebike. And a few things I want to mention is that I want to kind of give a shout out to the customer service team for the Concord. They really came through for me, and basically what it was is I purchased this from Walmart, and I initially had ordered this for pickup from a Walmart that's closer to me, but then they didn't have it, so I wound up going to another Walmart in the area, and they had it, but unfortunately it was missing the charger, one of the two keys, and also the manual. And when I got it, I will say it was already put together, but was missing those items. So I had to, I was going to return it, but I reached out to the customer service team for Concord, Urbanfold bike here before me. And probably I had... probably within the week had the issue resolved. I received a couple of keys, and actually the charger. Didn't get the manual for whatever reason. I guess getting a manual is kind of hard to come by for this brand. And so, but of course then it's been raining pretty much every weekend. Or it's been like really hot. So today actually is a really nice, cool, overcast day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bike out finally and just take a little ride, just on a section of the Arkansas Greenway Trail, which for those of you who don't know is actually a rather large trail that runs throughout good parts of northwest Arkansas. So I just want to kind of get out on a small section of it and just kind of try this bike out, see kind of what I think about it and all that good stuff. But before heading out, I did want to kind of just point out a few of the features of this bike. A couple of things why I purchased this particular one. For one thing, it is on the lighter side. I think it's probably about 40 pounds or so without the battery, and here before me I had the battery, which I think adds probably another 5 pounds. Also like the fact that the battery is removable, and that's what the keys are for. It's to, where you can kind of take the battery off and stuff. So the battery just kind of goes back here in the back, you just kind of slide it in. So seems pretty easy enough. And also, this e-bike was under $500, which was a really big plus, I think, for me. I'm not, the most experienced bike rider, so I think this is a good starting point for me. And also, of course, it's an urban fold, so it does fold up. Basically, you see over here is where, you could, the handlebars, where you could fold them in. And of course you can also raise and lower the handlebars by that. And this here, you kind of just, unhook this and it folds in half. I do find this a little bit challenging though, trying to get it hooked up back together, once you open it, but it's certainly doable. And also these here, the pedals, they actually can fold up. I think I can't do this one-handed, but you just kind of push in on it and just kind of folds it, so that way, when you lay it down on your vehicle, you don't have to worry about doing any damage to the pedals. Alright, so right here, of course, you have your gears. It's a 7-speed, and this helps you just kind of push that to shift between the different gears. And this over here is your throttle, and of course you can see we have front and back brakes. And over here is your on-off switch. It does have lights. You have, for the pedal assist, you have low, medium, and high. And of course that tells you how much juice you got in your batteries, or in your battery I should say. Has a rack here on it, so you can store some items. And let's see what else. So just kind of point out, of course, here's your light here. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I will say, you know, I did have some, apparently a screw came out and I didn't know what it was to, but kind of find out, I kind of went to fold this bike up and this thing just kind of came off, so I had to put that back together. So I would say if you buy anything, you know, just might want to, or from Walmart or from anywhere really, maybe if it's already put together, maybe just kind of give it a once over, just kind of make sure everything's kind of put together like it should be. And also, I think the battery, I'm not sure, it doesn't last. I think it's like maybe you get like 15, 20 miles out of it maybe, so it's not, you know, probably not going to last you, you know, if you really want to do long distance bike rides, it might not be the best option. And I think the max speed you can go on this is 20 miles an hour, which is fine for me, but, you know, like I said, you know, if you're an experienced rider, it might not be, you might want to look at something, maybe get a little bit better range out of. But I think this would be a really good starting point for, you know, if you're just kind of looking to get an e-bike, but you also want something that's a little compact so you can store it easy and you can load up and unload in your vehicle easy enough. Alright, so I have made it to my destination for the day just to try out my new e-bike. I am out here at the Kathleen Johnson Memorial Park in Lowell, Arkansas. And this little park I came out to probably, 3 weeks ago, probably 4 weeks ago maybe. And there's actually a nice war or veterans memorial in the area. I believe it's just over there on the other side. You can easily walk up to it or ride up to it. So if you're out here at the park, I recommend that you come out and just kind of check it out. I actually did a short little video, just kind of show you what it looks like. Came out, actually did a full-length video, but I was having issues with the camera, using my scooter, having to use the wrist mount for my camera because I keep both hands on the handlebars at all times, and that's just for my own personal safety. So the video footage was kind of not great, so I just decided to kind of just do that short little Veterans Memorial video. So right now, just kind of sitting out here. As you can see, it's Sunday afternoon. It's probably about just after 3 o'clock, and you know, it's not too busy at all. There is plenty of parking. It's just right near, there's a fire department right there, and it's just, there's like some houses across the street. There's actually a little playground. There's actually a frisbee golf course there, and there's actually a water, little water pad, whatever, for the kids. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, it's cooler than what it has been, but it is still a little cloudy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mount this camera, my little action camera here, up to the bicycle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do just kind of a quick ride around. This is actually right next to the Arkansas, or section of the Arkansas Greenway. It's actually a pretty level surface. I figured, you know, it'd be a good spot to kind of come out and try this bicycle for the first time. I don't really know how much of the battery I'm actually planning on using. Want to just kind of more or less try to get familiar with the bike. I did get it loaded up. Well, not really easy, but you know, it took me a little bit to get loaded up, but I got loaded up, and it fits fine in this RAV4. And I've basically had to fold it in half, and I think the handlebars are actually still up on it. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's roll. Right now I'm not even using battery. I don't even have it on actually, so I'm just pedaling away. Figure what I'll do if I get a little used to this kind of riding a bike. We'll have to see what the pedal assist does, maybe coming back. I do really like this section of the trail. It's really nice, level, easy ride. Not too crowded at all. And you can either go straight or you can go off to the left here, but I think we're just going to go straight for now. This is Parkside luxury townhomes. It's pretty nice. And looks like I'm mistaken. Looks like I can't go up that way, so I'm going to have to turn back around. One thing I don't want to do is be out in the street. So I think what we'll do is kind of go up here, stop sign is, and hook a right and just go up that way a little bit. Stop for a minute, wait for these cars to go by. Now I don't know whereabouts, you know, you're watching this video, whereabouts in the world you are, but I just kind of want to be, you know, if you come ride a bike, be careful. We've had some major accidents happen where I guess recently somebody lost control of their bike and fell out into the street and got hit, a collision with a truck. So pretty serious injuries. And we had an instance where a cop had hit somebody. So, you know, just be careful. I know that, you know, cars are supposed to yield to bikes, but, you know, cars are bigger than you, so just kind of keep that in mind. I always just kind of like let the let the cars go first. I just take my time. This over here, I forget the name of this place. Not sure what it is. I think it might be some kind of like a athletic thing. Let's see if I find the name of it. It is called, if you make it out, the Matrix. So this sign right here says, a little closer to it. Let's see, hard to see in here. It says the rail yard loop is 2.4 miles to the left. Got the Looney Trail ahead is 1.9 miles to the right. And also to the left is shopping, dining, the Mercy Trail ahead, and Bentonville. Shopping, dining is 4 miles, Mercy Trail ahead is 4.1, and Bentonville is 6.8. And also off to the right is Springdale, and that's a 2.5 mile. So I'm not quite sure which way will be the easiest. See, we got some people coming, so I think I'm gonna let them go first. Yeah, I'm a new bike rider, so I'm gonna let you guys go first. I think we'll go more towards Rogers a little bit. Looks like I see a sign for some lights up ahead, street lights, so I'm not going to be going out in the street. Not today, anyway. Let people pass me by. So I think what we'll do is probably just go ahead and turn around, go back the other way. We are at mile 24. So yeah, I think this is a nice little beginner electric bike. Took me a little bit to get it loaded up. It's just because it's kind of bulky, and being 40 some odd pounds, you know, can weigh a little bit, you know, especially when you're trying to lift it. It's not bad. I'd recommend it, you know. Just, of course, be safe. Now, of course, this is the first time I've ridden this bike. You might ask me in a couple more weeks, and I might say, forget it, don't do it. But so far, it's nice. This is, what does that sign say? North Gold Springs Road, I do believe. Okay, I see where the trail goes. Maybe. Oh, okay. And a sign right there, I'm not sure if it's here or not, it says welcome to Lowell. We got some water here, so I don't know. I think as long as the battery doesn't get wrecked, you're probably going to be fine. And of course, I'm going to stop, wait, see if these cars are going to stop. It's giving me the go sign, so I'm going to go. So what we'll do is kind of ride up this way a little bit along the trail and just kind of see what we see. Now we got one of the spots we got some of the businesses. And also, like I said in the intro of this video, it does have a throttle, so if you want to just kind of not pedal and use the throttle, I guess you can do that. I probably myself won't be doing that. For me, I always think safety. You know, riding a bike, you just gotta be careful. But I think this be for me personally, I think this is probably a really nice choice as opposed to using a scooter. You know, you can probably get a little farther, a little quicker, a little easier to ride, instead of having to stand up all the time. Another thing too, just as a reminder, if you come out to this section of trail, be careful of you know, there's businesses up here, so you gotta be careful of people pulling in and out. Being Sunday, I don't expect to have too much in the way of those kind of issues. Slow down button. Hit the brake. And let's see what else we got up here. And looks like we got a Harps grocery store. And I do believe we also have a truck stop up here, so of course, you know, be careful of that, not get run over by a truck. looks like, of course, going across West Monroe, which is the main drag of Lowell. Looks like the trail goes on that way a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of turn back around, go back the other way. I mean, we get it, you know. Nice trail, nice section of it. Alright, so I made it back, kind of head back towards where I started. And I think what I'll do for my final little adventure on this little spot of the Arkansas Greenway Trail, I think we'll just pay another little visit to the Veterans Memorial. Just kind of show you where it's at, take another look at it. Guess we'll take the scenic route. Some picnic tables, plenty of shade, and of course if you come out here and walk and all that, just kind of careful of the frisbees. Get hit in the head. I think I'm gonna stop right here. We got somebody walking with a cane. And so we got a picnic table out in the open. Let's see, you got more parking. That's good. I don't know how you access that parking, but there you go. So there might be an access road. See, last time I came out here, I took the scooter around, just kind of went around this little section. This is where I came across the memorial, so that's what I figured I'd do, is just take kind of the scenic route, and I'll probably have to come back the same way I'm going here. Yeah, I see it from here. You know, it's a nice little park, man, it really is. It's another frisbee disc. Raise this camera up a little bit, it's attached to my bike. It's really good, they do a really good job with these statues, a lot of good detail. And it's in honor of all veterans past, present, and future. We got, of course, the beautiful American flag, and we also have the POW flag as well. Alright, so made it back home. So I just want to kind of wrap up this video real quick, just to mention that this is a really nice, once again, to mention that this is a really nice e-bike for a beginner. Seat's a little rough, kind of hurts after a while, but other than that, I think it is a decent buy. And also want to mention, once again, shout out to the customer service at Concord. I think they're out of Canada. They really came through, and I rarely have good things to say about a lot of customer service, on the phone or by email, but these guys really went above and beyond to get this issue resolved, so I just want to mention that. So I'm going to wrap this video up right now. So please subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video. I went through a lot to get this bike situated, and today just kind of loading up, kind of hurt myself a little bit, but I'm all right. It is a little challenging to load and unload for me, but but it's easier to unload more than it is to load it up. It's a really good bike. So that's gonna do it all for me today. Until next time, bye.